Hi, Mike here. Welcome to today's episode. I'm stood here at the Swirls car park, which is close to Helvellyn Reservoir in the Lake District, and I'm going to do the first official, when I say official, my official first Wainwright climb. So I'm going to do Helvellyn. I'm going to do the western approach starting at Swirls car park. And as you can see, it's a little bit misty. There's some very light rain about at the moment. Now apparently this is a roughly 4.5 mile hike there and back, very steep. This is an easier approach than the eastern approach. The eastern approach going along the edges, I can't remember the name of them, I'll put them in a caption below, and are very difficult. And I've got Mr. B with me, and despite this being a very steep climb, he should be fine with it. So we'll make a start. You can see there's a signpost here. Hope you can make that out. And we'll get away. So yeah, the Wainwrights, I thought I'd quickly talk about the Wainwrights. The Wainwrights, Alfred Wainwright, who was born in Blackburn in the early part of the 20th century. He was, I believe he was an engineer, and he came out to the Lake District for a holiday. Stayed near Lake Windermere, and on one of his walks, on one of his walks going up one of the hills, he came to a vantage point overlooking Lake Windermere, looking to the west, and he saw the mountain ranges off on the horizon, and he made a commitment to himself to climb each one and every one of those mountains. Little did he know at the time that there was over 200 of them, 214 to be precise. And so that was when the idea was born to climb, write about his climbs, illustrate the climbs in guidebooks, and that became his life's work. So there's a series of 7 books written by Alfred Wainwright on the Lakeland Fells, separated by the different geographical locations, and this climb I'm doing now is in book 1. I think it's the 3rd highest peak in England, obviously Scafell being the highest. And a lot of hikers, a lot of walkers have the Wainwrights, completing all 214 of them, on their hiking bucket list. So we're gonna head off now, and hopefully the conditions improve. According to the weather, it was going to be like this for the first section of the morning, and then it's going to ease off by early afternoon. I think it's roughly 10 AM now, so by the time we get to the summit, hopefully the rain will have eased off somewhat. This way, mate. Come on. Come on. There you go. So we've got another sign here. Helvellyn, 2 miles. Okay, so I'll sign off for now. We'll make the start on the climb up, and I'll check in with you shortly. So Alfred Wainwright, when he discusses the different approaches, he says this is his least favoured approach, and the reason for that is you're spoilt with the views on the way up, whereas with the eastern approach you don't get these grand vistas until you actually make the summit. So that's your reward. Your reward for making the climb is the spectacular lookout from up Helvellyn. So up to now it's fairly rocky, as you can see. It's like walking up steps. I've not been going that long, maybe 25 minutes. So long way to go yet. The weather's not too bad. Very, very light rain. I've got my waterproof jacket on. So does Bronson. So we should be fine. I'll check in again soon. Okay, so I'm roughly about halfway up. Now you can probably see visibility's getting pretty bad now. It's I'd say it's probably about 25 metres. And it'll probably get worse as we get closer to the peak. I believe the climb sort of starts to steady off a bit now. It's not as steep as the first section, but we'll see. Bronson's still here with me. He's wondering, what the hell am I doing here? I'm wondering the same thing as well. You can probably hear the wind and the rain. Anyway, let's press on. The sooner you get to the top, the sooner you can come back down again. Look forward to that hot chocolate. Alright, speak to you again soon. I'm well over halfway up now. I'm nearly at the part where we traverse to the summit, passing lots of these little cairns now. Obviously, visibility up here in winter can be very poor, so we put these cairns up to provide visual aid off in the distance for people to navigate by, stay on the track. Still quite steep. Oh, some happening up though. You alright, mate? Okay, I'll get some more footage when we get to the top. Okay, I don't know if you can hear me over that wind, but you can just see off there in the distance Bronson's walking towards it. That's the trig point for Helvellyn. So we're nearly there, 949 metres above sea level, the third highest peak in England. One of the most popular, Bronson, come here! One of the most popular spots to come to. So we'll touch it. Come here, you. Away from the edge. Oh. You see the snow on mountain. Some pretty severe drops there, that's why I'm concerned about close to the edge. We're just going to go across the ridge here to the shelter and have a quick break, have a drink. Hi. Oh wow, that's better. Out of the wind. Whew. Okay, so we're gonna have a sit down now. Have a bit of a rest. I'll give him some water. I'll have a drink of water, and then we'll head down. Oh. Yeah, so Wainwright does actually say that your reward for this climb is the spectacular views over to the west. You see Helvellyn Reservoir or Lake, Helvellyn Lake below, and the fells off into the distance on the Western Fells. None of which we can see today, as you can see. Visibility is probably down to around 30 meters, but still I'm not disappointed. I'm going to tick it off as my first official Wainwright since I started this new challenge. But I will, like I say, I will be back up again to do it again, doing the eastern approaches. Yeah, so you've got, let me have a look. Okay, you've got Swirl Edge, and yeah, so it's Striding Edge is the other one. So coming down is a little bit easier than going up, I'll tell you. Well, that's probably stating the obvious. But now we're coming down, the mist has lifted and you can see the views. Nowhere near as good as they would have been from the summit. But I guess that's just one of those things. That's the Lake District for you. So we'll carry on, we'll get to the van, and I'll do a wrap up and have a hot drink because I'm cold now. Alright, see you soon. It's a bit warmer down here than it was up there. Oh, it's still amazing, the views up here. Hi, so back in the camper again. Ooh, it's lovely to be in the warm and dry environment of this this little home on wheels I have here. The walk was really spectacular. It's a shame that it wasn't clear. It's a shame I didn't get the views from the top of Helvellyn as I hoped for. But it's the Lake District. This is what you've got to deal with. It's one of the wettest parts of the UK, and the weather's very changeable, and so that's what it is. So so yeah, hopefully the next video I'll be doing another Wainwright hike, and the conditions hopefully will be better for that one. Bronson, he's absolutely pooped. sleeping now, he's resting. He enjoyed himself though. He loves his walks. So so yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. It was different, but as always, please give me a comment below. A thumbs up would be nice, and if you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing to my channel and click that little bell icon down there, because then you'll get notifications when I do post a new video, as I intend to do many more of these types of videos in the future, because I enjoy getting outdoors, and people seem to respond very positively to seeing those types of videos, so it can only get better. Alright, until next time, see you later. Bye guys.